For this video, we're going to talk about negative exponents. We're going to do an example with negative exponents, and we're going to do operations with polynomials. Okay, so let's start with negative exponents. Here's the problem. 2x to the negative 3 times the quantity y squared z to the negative 4th squared divided by negative 3 times the quantity x to the negative 2 y cubed z all to the negative 4. Okay, so what we're going to do first is get rid of the parentheses. So I'm going to just leave the numerator alone for a second and just write times. Y to the 4th, because you multiply 2 times 2, and z to the negative 8, because you multiply negative 4 and 2. And the denominator is negative 3 times x to the 8th, and y to the negative 12, z to the negative 4. Let's add in a number here. Let's say we had a 2 in there as well. So you'd really have to do 2 squared and get 4 in there as well. So don't forget that. You have to distribute in that exponent to all of the terms in that monomial. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is only deal with the negative exponents and bring them to the denominator. So I'm going to work with the numerator first. So I'm going to have 2 times 4y to the 4th. And then the x to the negative 3 goes down to the denominator as x to the positive 3. And z to the negative 8 goes down to the denominator as z to the positive 8. Now, I didn't even deal with the denominator yet. I'll do that now. So that's times in the denominator. The negative 3 stays. The x to the 8th stays. But the y to the negative 12, to make it positive, I have to bring it up. And the z to the negative 4, to make it positive, I bring it up. And then I just combine some terms and finish up the division. So I have 2 times 4 is 8. Y to the 4 plus 12 is 16z to the 4th. And in the bottom I have negative 3. X to the 3 plus 8 is 11. Z to the 8th. And I have one last thing to simplify, and that's the z's. So 8y to the 16th over negative 3x to the 11th. And then 4 minus 8 is negative 4, but that needs to stay positive, so it goes in the denominator as z to the 4th. So that's a negative exponent example. The next one we're going to do is the operations with polys. So for that one, I'm going to use 6a cubed minus the quantity a squared plus a minus 3 minus the quantity 2a minus 6 quantity squared. So again, I'm going to get rid of the parentheses first. So 6a cubed minus a squared minus a plus 3, because I have to distribute that negative. And then minus, I have to FOIL 2a minus 6. So it's almost like this is in a big bracket here, because the whole thing has to be subtracted. So inside that bracket, we get 4a squared minus 12a minus 12a plus 36. But we still need to distribute the negative. And I guess I could have combined like terms too. So I would have 6a cubed minus a squared minus a plus 3 minus 4a squared plus 12a minus 36. And then I can combine my like terms. So I have 6a cubed, because there's no other cubes. I have minus 5a squared. I have negative a plus 12a. That would be 11. And 11 plus 12, 23. So we'd end up with plus 23a minus 33. And that's our final answer. And that concludes these two examples for some extra polynomials review.